In episode 1, we laid out how the University Hospital of the West Indies has been crippled by overcrowding, broken infrastructure, and a procurement system so weak that the Auditor General could not find documents for over $521 million in contracts. In this episode, we turn to the people trying to hold that failing system together, the doctors and nurses, as well as other staff whose letters and memos show a hospital where morale is collapsing, workloads are unsafe, and leadership decisions are driving good people away. A senior doctor wrote recently to the medical chief of staff, "We are buckling under the weight of the large number of areas to cover." In that same letter, he lists 15 staff members who have exited or are expected to exit the program within 6 to 12 months, many migrating or moving to fellowships overseas. He warned that the new recruits were extremely junior candidates and cannot make up for the losses of the seniors, adding bluntly, "As you can see, our position is precarious." The Department of Medicine residents echoed this in a formal December 2025 letter to the CEO. They describe a progressive reduction in staffing levels, noting that vacancies have remained unfilled even when residents, medical officers, and senior house officers leave. Over the last 2 months, the department has been operating with only 6 interns. 2 of them were ill at the time of writing, when a minimum of 12 interns are required for the department to function safely. And while the UHWI claims there is no money and no space for additional interns, Jamaican doctors finishing training in Cuba and China are being told there are no jobs for them at UWI, despite the hospital's own departments documenting dangerous shortages on the ground. The same December letter from the residents detailed how just over a year ago, the department was forced from a 6-day work week to a strictly 5-day work week without any compensatory increase in staffing, even though internal medicine alone accounted for roughly a quarter to a third of the hospital's admissions. The residents describe working 9 to 12-hour shifts while being compensated for 8 hours and being pulled from academic sessions to maintain service coverage. They write that this pattern is unsustainable and undermines the structure and intent of the academic program. And with a call for an urgent reevaluation of how workdays are prioritized because the physical and mental well-being of doctors is, quote, increasingly compromised, end quote. The consequences are clear in their own words. They are noticing increased sick calls and absenteeism among staff, markedly reduced morale and rising fatigue among doctors, prolonged hospital stays for patients because the daily tasks cannot all be completed with that staff complement. And as a result, there are higher bed occupancy levels and system congestion and overcrowding. In a teaching hospital, when academic time is routinely sacrificed to service an overburdened system, training quality deteriorates. That affects every future patient in Jamaica and the wider Caribbean. Human resources management and corporate culture are not just about numbers. They are about how people are treated. The consultants have already described a hostile working environment where there is no recourse for grievances, and speak of an atmosphere of intimidation and lack of support by the hospital management. They warn that a single powerful person can engineer somebody's removal simply because of a difference of opinion and nothing related to job competence. Other documents support that picture. In one hospital-wide letter addressed to all prescribers, management issues a cease and desist order instructing doctors to stop directing prescriptions to be filled outside the university hospital's internal pharmacy. The letter warns that any such practice may be considered a breach of policy and will attract disciplinary action, and it frames it as a threat to the hospital's financial viability. So on paper, it looks like protecting internal revenue might sound reasonable. But when you place this alongside what the doctors are actually saying about the shortages of basic medications, inconsistent supplies of IV fluids, and the recurrent out-of-stock medications on the wards, it reads very differently. The staff are effectively being told, keep the prescriptions inside our system even when the patients face delays, out-of-stock medications, or higher costs. And if you don't, you could be disciplined. That is not a patient-centered culture. That is a revenue-centered culture that has no place in a teaching hospital. In addition to being short of colleagues to work with, the doctors also have very little supplies and equipment to work with. Periodic shortages of essential medications and inconsistent availability of blood tubes and IV fluids, which directly delay treatment and lengthen hospital stays, are far too common. They complain of critically inadequate supplies of betadine, which is used to clean areas of the skin. Not having that results in having contaminated blood cultures, resulting in prolonged admissions. There are shortages of contrast and injector syringes in radiology, limiting diagnostic capacity, and several clinic cubicles are non-functional, some without computers. Existing clinic space is no longer adequate to effectively accommodate patient volumes. And importantly, academic time is under threat. Doctors recommend protecting scheduled academic sessions and employing additional phlebotomists to draw blood and support staff if intern numbers cannot be restored. But these proposals remain largely unimplemented. This is what happens when leadership treats the UHWI staff as an expendable resource. Residents and interns are expected to cover more patients with fewer colleagues while also absorbing the fallout from the procurement failures, chronic shortages, and overcrowded wards. Consultants and senior doctors are threatened implicitly or explicitly with disciplinary action if they challenge policies they believe harm patients or staff. On top of this, staff point to unjustifiable transfers of senior directors, moves that are widely seen inside the hospital as punishment rather than rational HR planning. When the HR director advised against one such transfer as it breached the rules, he himself was later transferred to a newly created role, thus neutralizing his ability to challenge the CEO's decision. One staff member who was similarly transferred reportedly became stressed, depressed, and broken. He later died of a massive stroke before his case could be heard. In one collective letter, resident doctors write, "We respectfully urge the UHWI leadership to give this letter due consideration and to implement timely corrective measures. A teaching hospital cannot function effectively without protecting its workforce." That last sentence is the core of this episode. The UHWI cannot train the region's doctors, cannot provide safe care, and cannot recover from a scandal while its own workforce is exhausted, undermined, and pushed out. And if replaced at all, with junior staff who are themselves set up to fail. The HR crisis at the UHWI is not just a staffing spreadsheet problem. It is a moral problem. It tells us whose lives and voices are valued in the system and whose are not. In the next episode, we move from the human toll to the machinery that creates it, the procurement and financial practices that staff frontline care while money disappears into poorly documented contracts and questionable priorities. I am Dr. Alfred Dawes, and this has been UC on Life Support. Join me for our next episode, Procurement 101, How to Get Away with It.
Yeah, man, one of the big up on yourself for now. And catch me off guard. So you know what I'm going to do. Because I pray say I'm going to talk for longer, you know. Because my dear line up something for now. So, You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start it official, make something go and play, and line up this. I have to line up this phone and get it for play. So no like and share, I'm going to start it official.
Well, this is the original Talk Your Mind TV. I'm Crazy J representing every time. Talk Your Mind, man, them know. I'm Mr. Circle, talk your mind because you come for chat it up. Chat about Jamaica when the government mash up. Circle, talk your mind because you're well dangerous. I miss a corruption, a lick and italic. Miss a corruption, a lick, talk your mind, talk it. Miss a corruption, a lick and italic. Miss a corruption, a lick, talk your mind, talk it. Hey, when corruption thing it a go stop, this a government a can't win back. SSL big E that thing that. You better bring back the 5 laptop. Investigation, we want know that. Mine a your name dep on the top. So Mr. Man, why you a try hide that? I miss a corruption, a kick and it a kick. Miss a corruption, a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Miss a corruption, a kick and it a kick. Miss a corruption, a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Miss a talk your mind because the place won't fix. Now no money if you go in a market. Can't afford medication if you feel sick. Go hospital, you have to pay for the trip. All Sergeant Brown get fed up at it. When rain start fall and the roof start drip. Statement for write and them can't write it. Hey Jamaica, no come listen this. The fireman said them want more equip. When the fire start, them not have nothing for out it. Me say corruption, a kick, it a kick. Me say corruption, a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Me say corruption, a kick, it a kick. Me say corruption, a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Yo, we're kind of fed up on that system, man. You understand? You think control? Yeah, man. Them do some things in our eyes, brethren. For real, Rasta. And some people see it and afraid for talk, you know. Talk out. You understand? But we now sit down and watch certain things that go on and don't talk, you know. We speak out. You understand? That's the thing there. You know. Crazy J. Yeah, man. Each one guide one, you understand? Hey, a whole heap of them they feel like say Jamaica give up on we, you know. Marky G, tell them so we're stronger than before. PNP, all comrades, stand up and sing that song loud and proud. This is Crazy J DJ, Sister Sandra, come sing.
We are like the stone.
Like the stone.
We are like the stone. We are like the stone that the builder is here.
Yeah, man, God bless.
Now we have to come.
PNP.
Now we have to come.
Become.
Now we have to come. The head of the corner.
Sandra, sing them.
We are like the stone.
Let them know.
We are like the stone.
One comrade.
We are like the stone that the builder is here.
Yeah.
Now we have to come.
We become.
Now we have to come.
Tell them what become.
Now we have to come.
The head of the corner. Crazy Jason. Comrades. Every election them come run and trick we. Walk and talk about prosperity. No jobs, no road in a we country. No, we can't even find food for feel picnic. Me have a little virgin when near Mikey. I want the impregnate from university. I want the me spot him a run taxi. All Jamaican who no come listen me. Vote for your change in a we country. Sandra, share your testimony.
We are like the stone.
PNP.
We are like the stone.
Comrades.
We are like the stone that the builder is here.
Yeah, man.
Now we have to come.
PNP.
Now we have to come.
Marky G.
Now we have to come. The head of the corner.
Sandra, sing.
We are like the stone.
Like the stone.
We are like the stone.
Hey.
We are like the stone that the builder is here.
Talk to them.
Now we have to come.
PNP.
Now we have to come.
PNP.
Now we have to come. The head of the corner.
Comrades, hear me, the man. Me say the one broke God. Whenever mean we nothing. Every minute take play and you gone a foreign. Collect charity money and you take everything. With taxpayers money, you enrich yourself. I walk and a brag and a boast for your wealth. You see and one back the money. You must think this is funny. You think this is funny. Bring back you see and gold money. Bring back the money. Before who no done it. The youth want back the money. So who no bring back the money. I can't believe them rock this
We are like the stone. We are like the stone.
gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bang. Them a go down, bang. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking it. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking it. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for labor. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up. Ready? Marky G is the one. Marky G have the plan. This a fi all Jamaican.
Pull up Crazy J.
Hallelujah. Comrades, we are the government heading back to Parliament. We are the government heading back to Parliament. We are the government heading to Parliament. We are the government, we heading back to Parliament. We are the government, heading to Parliament. Won't you trouble Mark G? Don't you trouble Mark G? Mark G, him have the plan for every poor man. Me say, won't you trouble Mark G? If you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. And if you can't take blow, labor right, don't throw blow. Want them crazy J, make them know. And me say, no throw blow, labor right, don't throw blow. We are the government, heading back to Parliament. 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 We are the government heading 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 to Parliament. We will not suffer. PNP now go beg for bread. For bread. God is our provider. We will not beg for bread. Liberate you want know why? God that we daddy Him a we daddy Jesus a we daddy Him a we daddy That's why we say we have the victory. Hallelujah. We got the victory. Hallelujah. PNP said we have the victory. Hallelujah. We have the victory. Hallelujah. Well, every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. That Jesus is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. That Jesus is Lord. That's why me say we are the government heading to Parliament. We are the government going back to Parliament. We are the government heading to Parliament. We are the government going to Parliament. We are the government heading to Parliament. We are the government going back to Parliament. We are the people them government. We are the people them government. We in the Parliament heading to Parliament, going back to Parliament, heading to Parliament. Jamaican people, who don't know sister time come for the labor right them. Pack up and go home and leave out of this. You know see them wreck Jamaica. Sweet, sweet Jamaica land we love. Let through Marky G and the PNP crew come in at this Jamaica. Labour Party ship just sing. I said the Labour Party ship just sing. I said the labor right is sinking, the labor right is sinking, the labor party ship just sink. Aye, labor party ship just sink. I said the labor right the ship just sink. I said the labor party sinking, the labor party sinking, the labor party ship just sink. Look how them sinking one by one,
One by one, one by
them
one,
sinking two by two,
two by two, two by two.
Bro, God is sinking, the all of them are sinking, labor party sinking too. I miss the labor party sinking. Take the one of them a pull up, them a sink. And let you market G. Market G. You saw them did not go on like them want come push out and this them tired to see your face. You understand? Market G a come. Market G a come and we no want no botheration. PNP a come. PNP a come and we no want no botheration. A botheration. No botheration, no fee there, botheration, no botheration, no.
Easy. One of the big up on yourself, no botheration, no for day here. None at all. Anyway, earlier I listen Dean Jackson Miller. And I'm going to give you a breakdown of the Royal Reid Andrew and Stephen case. I remember Andrew and some really thief education funds, you know. Listen to a breakdown from Dean Jackson.
All what's been going on in this case is nonsense, all right? The trial can't go on because defense attorneys keep running to the Supreme Court every minute with one application after another. And by the way, both the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal have been saying, Massa, stop it. Go on with the trial, and if you lose, then you can appeal. My words, not theirs. And I'll explain what I mean a little later on in this video. So this has been going on for a while, right? So a lot of people have probably forgotten about this case or certainly have lost track of what's been going on. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a timeline as well, and that explains how we got to where we are now and why the courts have been consistently saying this is foolishness. Stop it. Again, my words, not theirs. Quick reminder, October 9, 2019, police raided the homes of Reid and Pinnock after an investigation by the Financial Investigations Division into alleged improprieties at the Ministry of Education and the Caribbean Maritime University. Fraud and corruption charges were laid, all right? Conspiracy to defraud, misconduct in public office, breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act and the Corruption Prevention Act. Now also charged were Royal Reid's wife Sharon and daughter Cheryl. Sharon Reid is also former senior manager of legal affairs at CMU. JLP counselor Kim Brown Lawrence was also charged. Let me just point out that this latest ruling I'm going to be talking about is not the first time they might try to stop the case. This has been going on from 2019. In 2019, they took the Financial Investigations Division to court saying FID didn't have any legal authority to arrest and charge them. They lost. First, Chief Justice Brian Sykes ruled against them, and he said
No, Andrew Wallace type of behavior that. The fucking dog shit type of behavior that. Andrew Wallace steal for fucking money and pay Royal Reid to take the fall fee. Andrew Wallace type of style that. But if you think say might get you for that one and fuck.
in 2019, stop it. My words again. He said once the matter is before the parish court, the matter ought to proceed to completion in the event of an adverse outcome, meaning if you lose, the remedy is by way of appeal. It cannot be that for every perceived difficulty, resort is made to the Supreme Court to take points that can properly be dealt with by the parish court and further addressed by way of appeal. Meaning, look, make the case go on. If you lose, then you can appeal, but stop the case every minute and run come to the Supreme Court. Parish court can deal with these issues, and if you lose, then you can appeal. But they went back with an application before the full court. That's a court now with 3 judges sitting together asking for leave to appeal that decision. they lost. And the court said, why do you keep doing this? My words. Then they appealed the full court decision and lost again. Court said there has been persistence in seeking leave to obtain judicial review despite consistent rulings of the court that an alternative remedy exists in the parish court. So, you would have things a trial can start now in the parish court. Well, no, because in 2021 they applied for leave to apply for judicial review against a decision that had been made by then Parish Court Judge Chester Crooks, who was then Chief Judge in the parish courts. He had heard their initial application. Remember when they say
them a fight hard for Lego real reader for this case here, but me can advise real read something. It's because you rob my pick them future, you're Andrew Holness. If the justice system Lego you real read, you can't live in a Jamaica. Just know that. Because you can't take education funds and walk. So just know, say, if you get to for this case, you can't live in a Jamaica. You and entire family have left. Just know that. And we're serious. That's how we're going to start looking for a politician. Try to think you can't fuck with taxpayer money and beat the system and go ride off into the sunset. You have a blood clot. Leave the island. I should not forget go Turkey, go import one, go make them put one eye now on the head back.
FID never have no power to arrest and charge them, and he had dismissed it. Now at the time, Judge Crooks had said he had a potential conflict of interest, so he wouldn't preside over the trial itself, but the application on this FID issue. Now what had happened was that Judge Crooks had gone to school, high school, Monroe College with Royal Reid, who was then his head boy. So when Judge Crooks ruled against them, they went to the Supreme Court saying they didn't get a fair hearing on that FID application because the judge had had a potential conflict of interest, and since he said he wouldn't preside at the trial, he shouldn't have presided over the application hearing either. In 2021, they won something. Supreme Court Judge Justice Day granted them leave to apply for judicial review. So now you have to go through the whole judicial review process, which remember is a court case. That's a court case. So the Supreme Court heard the application for judicial review and ruled against them. They lost again. Basically, the court said, one, the evidence...
They have to lose every time, you know. Because remember, they just try to protect Andrew Holness, you know. But Andrew Holness have to get fucked some way, somehow. Some way, somehow. Because the blood clot universe is against that pussy. So he have to get fucked some way, somehow. So, really, I forgot to talk, say Andrew Holness are the real blood clot culprit. Really, I forgot to talk, say Andrew are the real culprit. Where you Lorraine? Man, say, him I forgot to talk, say Andrew are the pussy hole thief. Yeah.
Showed that yes, the judge did say he had a potential conflict of interest, but that when he said that, Attorney Hugh Wildman immediately said, no man, we're good. My words, that he had confidence in the judge that they would be able to get a fair hearing. So the court said, no man, you can't get up and say you have confidence in the judge, and then when the judge makes a ruling you don't like, you run come on the Supreme Court shouting bias. Also, the court...
No, because they must sweet up the judge enough for the judge ruling enough for them favor. This is the work of Andrew Holness. But if you think say man get to for this, Andrew, with blood clot no say you thief the fucking education funds. And pay Royal Reid if you take the fall because you have big dreams if you become the Prime Minister. Or you're the opposition leader at the time. Saying? So you pay Royal Reid if you take the fall for you. And things say you can buy out the system for free Royal Reid to save your face. Move your ugly bumbo clot, you got prison for your money. Batman, you got prison for your money to bad mind and ready eye. And because you're bad mind and ready eye, that is why you take 1.5 million for fuck Batty. Because you're bad mind and love money. And you don't want to work hard for it. And that is why you thief charity funds, thief taxpayer money, and you go on like you're done boy. And move your blood clot creatures looking self and go away.
said yes, Royal Reid and the judge went to court many years ago. They're now young again, but at the time they weren't friends and they weren't enemies and they haven't been associated since then. And the court said this is not a situation that the fair-minded observer, in other words, someone upon the street we have sense, wouldn't look at that situation and say, all right, the judge is likely to be biased against Royal Reid. And the court said, this is 2023, what you do? Stop! My words. The court's words were, we're inclined to agree with counsel that this application is opportunistic and is no more than a tactical attempt to further delay the trial. Consequently, this application should be given
Andrew type of style. That fucker. Andrew want his type of style that. But me tell that pussy wall, he have to go to prison for taxpayer money. So whether I want to go fuck him monkey or I want the monkey fuck him, he still have to go to prison for taxpayer money.
short shrift, meaning dash it away. The court also said it has now been almost 4 years since this matter was first before the court. The obviously hopeless applications of the claimants, for which they have been penalized by the award of costs against them, have contributed much to this delay. These costs remain unpaid. The claimant should not be allowed to continue to engage the court, counsel, and other parties in fruitless applications without repercussions. All right, see what the court say. Stop it! So the trial finally starts now in the Kingston and St. Andrew Criminal Court on October 7, 2025. So we're good now, right? Well, not for long. 13th of October 2025, the prosecution made its opening statements, right? So they outlined all the allegations against the 5 accused persons. After that, Senior Judge of the Parish Court, Sanchia Burrell, signed an order for indictment endorsed on an information. I soon explain that, but after she does that, the whole circle starts back right up again. Because 16th of October 2025, the prosecution calls its first witness. The witness gave evidence, then attorney Mr. Wildman raised an objection to the legality of the order for indictment. That was the basis on which the trial started. So briefly, this is what he was arguing. An information is a legal document setting out the allegations and a brief summary, saying that a person is alleged to have committed a criminal offense. You have to lay that before a parish court judge to start criminal proceedings. If the parish court judge now is satisfied that the matter can be tried in the parish court, because not everything can be tried in the parish court, some things have to go big court, Supreme Court, but if the parish court judge is satisfied that this matter can be tried in the parish court, the judge has to make an order for trial and endorse that order on the information and sign it. After that order has been made, then you have the indictment being prepared, which is another legal document laying out the charges against the accused. So briefly, Mr. Wildman, representing Royal Reid and Fritz Pinnock, argues in the parish court that the trial has to be stopped. Why? So he says the order for indictment was endorsed on an information that only named Royal Reid and Fritz Pinnock. So he says the other 3 were not properly before the court, and therefore he said that means that the whole trial that has started is a nullity, meaning it's as if it never existed in law. Now, the judge disagreed. She ruled that the trial was not a nullity and that she was prepared to continue with the trial. But they didn't like that decision, so Fritz Pinnock and the 3 Reids filed the application for leave to apply for judicial review of her decision. And they also applied for a stay of the trial that was taking place in the parish court. Now, when you have judicial review, then you have the court, the Supreme Court, exercising what's called a supervisory jurisdiction, making sure that public authorities act in accordance with the law. But you can't just go straight to judicial review. You have to apply for leave or permission to apply for judicial review. And this extra step is a way to weed out the waste of time cases. Now, the courts have said that very first hurdle has a low threshold, They have said what you need to show is that you have an arguable ground for judicial review with a realistic prospect of success, not subject to some kind of discretionary bar such as delay or an alternative remedy. So as I said, it's a low threat.
Andrew, unless man use the same tactics when you use it for thief in case when have with the Integrity Commission, you want to use it in this case because my viewers and subscribers, believe me, when you hear me say, Andrew Holness are the main monster mind behind that money, that thieving money. Me say Andrew Holness is the ringleader behind that thieving funds. Railway thief, you know, but he get misled by Andrew Holness. Two of them are thief, you know, but Andrew Holness is a bigger thief. So Railway get program to go along with this thing for Andrew Holness. That is why Andrew Holness hide and support Juliet Holness and political masquerade when you need to keep her there. The masquerade when you need to keep her really the hide run at the back part of the stage. Yeah. So really take the fall for Andrew. What a shameless jankro. And live a house with wife and pitney. And make one man use him like a footstool. That is why I'm a figure blood clad prison. That is why I'm a figure prison. How can I... Hey, we don't argue about this here, because anybody thief rob from the kids them, and the kids are the future. For blood clot, hang up on light wire. Anybody thief from the kids, from the future of Jamaica, which is the kids are the future. That is why Caesar saved the baby picture when they mash up the thing. He look a plaque with my DJ Khaled. He make sure cut out the baby picture and save it because the kids are the future. Saying, and if Andrew Holness and Railroad can lick head together, thief from the fucking future of Jamaica, two of them for hang up on light wire. You cannot thief from the future. Looking at foreign country, how the government look out for the local people them. They make sure so they have good vehicle for carrying them to school and bring them home. And make sure so they're safe and they have people check them and see if they might get abused. Saying, in Jamaica, the blood clot drunkard them collude together and thief for the education money. That is why they all take out reading out of school, because school no mean nothing to them. School no mean nothing to these shitbag. So I'm telling you, my viewers and subscribers, under no circumstances, them a drunkard dog shit ya for walk scotch free. It must never be. And if we have a type of mindset, if we know them guilty, and because them have power, then can buy them way through the justice system. When the court free them, we have to take justice in our own hand. And so we are going to deal with it. We have to get justice somewhere, somehow. So you better the judge play along and do the right thing. Saying, me say I better the judge play, because watch now. I just choose and right where I deal with it now. When I want the judge to tell the life, I'm pleased with either. I just choose and right where I deal with. And where I say, you see, if I'm with up on the right part, and the justice system, they got these politicians for their criminal case, we must take this case in our own hand and get our own justice. Because at the end of the day, and the judge them I work for, we them I work for. And if we bring the matter to the court and the court bias and take side with the convict, we have to take matter in our own hand. It is do or die. And at this type of mindset we have. So the judge them will know say them have to do the right thing and make justice prevail. We don't want the justice system for life away. But when we get justice, we forget justice. And if the justice system compromise and let us on criminal, we should have the behind the bar. We're going to take justice in our own hand. I just said for reach now. Because they not create no legislation in the parliament for hold politicians accountable really. Mark Golden put out somebody they not support it. So since as they not support it, they intend to commit fuckery, to go on with fuckery. And buy them way through the justice system. So we have to just, alright, there's many ways to end dog and put the rope on the neck. If I saw now deal with it, we're going to come together. And if the justice system let go, we have to go and migrate from Jamaica. Sell on a property, cut all ties to Jamaica and leave the island, because there's no continue live on the island, on a life in danger. And that's how we have to start pray. And then we will get justice. Because all we need is justice, you know. Because we want no batty boy and some little warring girl. We work themselves and find some work in our government. And want to come dictate and keep up fuckery. Some look a whore and some look a batty boy. Saying, we want to put on jacket and tie and go up on TV and see them come talk like them as somebody. We not accept this fuckery. Find some look a whore and some look a batty boy in a parliament in a jacket and tie. We can buy the justice system. If I so be the case, if we don't get justice, I will know so we're on the right. We take justice now with one hand and they said for reach. And we not play with no batty boy and some whoring girl in the parliament. We not do the right thing. All the thing I do, have a thief taxpayer money and continue to make human trafficking go on. We not talk about. We not pet them a pussy here. If we not get no justice from the justice system, we take justice now with one hand. Because at the end of the day, remember we pay tax now, we pay this. Our money go down the drain, you know. We ain't and continue to thief our money, you know. The job I got always dead there look for way, where them fair do. So you got always have the packed down hospital, you got always have people drop off a bicycle, drown in a patrol, you got always have the place a mash up. And we still have to pay tax, and we still have to fund them, we still have to give them money to take care of this thing, and they not do it. And when we catch them, a thief, no, we wouldn't have our tax money in the bungle, brick per brick. Them are going to pay them way through the justice system and come back and laugh off away. It must never happen. It must never happen. We must get, either we get justice from the justice system, or we take our own justice. One out of the two. But a justice we are dealing with. We don't look friend for no warring girl or no batty boy in a parliament. A justice we are dealing with.
The idea is that it operates as a hurdle or a filter to get rid of cases which are unarguable. As I said, waste of time cases. So as I mentioned earlier, Reed and Pinnock were arguing that the information only has their names on it, that the names of the other two Reeds don't appear on the information. So they were arguing that this means that the criminal proceedings against Shannon and Cheryl Reed were illegal, but that it also tainted the proceedings against Royal Reed and Fritz Pinnock because they were jointly charged together. So they were arguing that basically that means the trial can't go ahead against any of them. So the court then looked at a number of cases in which there had been allegations that there had been problems with that first legal document, the information, and where the courts had nevertheless concluded that there was no problem with the judge having signed the order for indictment. Because of that,
remember say money and I like the money no thief, you know, the money thief, you know. So we work with blood clot so could really do and can tell you say him no know nothing about this money. You can like you want some blood clot like for start talk. You can't tell the boy you don't know nothing about this money, batty boy really read. You can like you want to get some big stone for start talk. How the fuck you can't tell the boy you don't know nothing about money? You think we take that? You think we are, hey, see anybody advise you, them are going to advise them to get some blood clot like for taxpayer money. And they say rich now pussy. Anybody advise you real read, them are advise if you get some blood clot lick. Because we have to get back with money, you know. We have to get back with money. Says either you talk where you know or you get liquor your ass clot. And they say rich right now. So no can your money and I like your money thief it true, you know. So we not ask if your money thief, you know. Saying? And if really any fucking human being in that work with Delroy Chuck and take a plea deal, plea guilty and get a smaller sentence. In my blood clot, long out this thing in a court. Me say real read because like you want some ras clot lick for start talk. It come like that you want. Look like you want to start get some big stone in your ass for start talk and stop waste the judge and the court time. Then say they have a whole case pile up. And you John. It come like you want some blood clot like for start talk. Dirty so could real read. For talk where you know. You think we play with you? You think you can rob from the future of Jamaica and we laugh with the batty boy? You better talk with your blood clot now, you know. Talk with you know. Or you have to go live on a blood clot house arrest. Talk with you know. You can't thief on the blood clot kid. The future of Jamaica and feel like say you're going to use your local money and rig through this and put on lawyer upon case to fight. It's not going to work in a pussy. We have enough of corruption in Jamaica, you know. And if it just we not get no justice and the justice system, we are going to beat you know. And we see with blood clot serious. If we not get no justice, we gon' beat you know. And we not get it when we not unexpect. When we not least expect, we not get beaten. No pussy hole of me I pay with my taxpayer money. Can't thief from me. And buy them way to the justice system because them thief enough of my taxpayer money. It will never happen. No boy I work for me can dictate to me. You put a hand on the Bible for do right by me and do the best thing in my interest. When since thieving taxpayer money are the best interest, are the best thing in my interest. You know mad? A big stone and a big tick enough star get. When time when I come in a people constituency and feel like a peace and safety, as when I come out on a vehicle, a big stick in on a blood clot head back. Alright, I not go on. I saw where I pray on a pussy. I make know. We dey tough time come out and talk about man I put out videos so they want to drive chuck over on the head. Therefore now keep up fucking people and if drive chuck over on a blood clot. What I expect? You think you can keep up fucking people are gonna love you know? But where them a bumble clot coke that come from? People are going to pray say them are going to drive chuck over on a blood clot. People are going to pray say them are going to drive roll over on a pussy hole. What do you feel say? On the feel say you're not going to thief and people are going to hug you up. When you think say you're not going to thief and people are going to love you know. We dey often come out and talk about some people talk say they want to drive chuck over him. And I say, well, you want the boss man, you want to kill me? If remember people hate you for true in a real life and people are going to talk their mind. Because they don't know do the right thing. You think you can keep up fucking and people can bow to you know? And how the fuck where you come from? Eh? People hate you for true. Because people really see some dog shit. So when want people can show no love goes, hey, sure.
No, this is what the court ruled. The court ruled that the Reeds and Pinnock had failed to demonstrate an arguable ground for judicial review with a realistic prospect of success. They ruled that the judge in the parish court had acted in accordance with the law. They said she conducted an inquiry, that she signed an order for indictment in relation to the 4 applicants, and that was endorsed on an information. The order for indictment was dated. So the court looked at the informations that had been prepared. An information which charged Sharon Reed and Cheryl Reed along with Royal Reed with conspiracy to defraud. Another information that charged Royal Reed, Fritz Pinnock and Kim Brown Lawrence with possession of criminal property. The other informations charged Royal Reed and Fritz Pinnock. And those informations were referred to in the order for indictment. The court said that the law empowers the judge to make an order for indictment in respect of additional offenses for which no information had been laid. So the court said it cannot be tenably argued that the judge made a mistake when she signed the order for indictment, which was endorsed on an information.
I say these type of thief in case, yeah. We don't want so-called Royal Reed pay no funds. Them are going to charge them and then pay a fine. We demand prison time for Royal Reed and his family. And everybody who involved in this. We need them to pay back the money and still go serve prison time. That we demand from the judge. We want them pay back the money and still serve prison time. The whole entire family. So who forgot Fort Augustus, got Fort Augustus. Who forgot GP, got GP. Who forgot Horizon, got Horizon. But we need them to pay back our tax money and still go do some time in a prison. Hard fucking labor. And that we are deal with. It reach at, this is 2026 in the matrix. But in Ethiopia, 2018. With me, you know, with my trading right now, I don't work with time, I don't work with date, I don't work with none of these things because they don't exist. Time don't exist. The moment you don't forget about time, at the time I'm not going to come to consciousness when you stop work with because time don't really exist. You understand? So I kind of switch off myself from time and these things. Yeah. I just want to live off of the land to blood clot. Because this is a system that will corrupt and pollute. I want to live natural. You know, see, just look to nature and look at the animal and nature. You see, animal and nature go on blood clot doctor. Go take no drugs where keep you sick to continue come. Looking at nature, man, nature our greatest teacher. See? And me I say, Real read and the entire family of a guard prison. Can you believe all in wife making a thief and daughter? And go see them a people and you see them a road them a go on like them a somebody. That are the blood, you see them a mega mart, a shopping. Eh? You go see them a people in a mega mart, a shopping, then Charlie High gone at the ceiling. Then Charlie High gone to the ceiling. And when they go then car back, when the supermarket record go then car back, they don't have a person now, they don't have to touch the, then as they enter the car trunk, it just fly up in the air. With thief in taxpayer money. And you see them, they have on, they look at Ray-Ban glass on Saturday, and you see them, you can't chat to them, you know, and them a blood clot thief. Eh? You see them on Saturday shopping, road read and in blood clot thief in family. You go to see them and can't approach them, then cacatino blood clot, and them a thief. This is the world we are living in. Believe no man. You see blood clot, dirty Juliet wholeness. I be a security around him, you can't talk to him. And them a blood clot thief. Eh?
Which had only named Royal Reed and Fritz Pinnock. The court said it cannot be tenably argued that only Royal Reed and Fritz Pinnock are properly before the court. The ruling said it cannot be tenably argued that the judge acted illegally or...
Boy, I don't know. I just get a breaking news. I don't know how true it is. Me hear say the DPP said them for send Royal Reed to prison. Blood clot. Then said them for send Royal Reed to prison. Then tell the jury for send Royal Reed to prison. Bumbo clot. In that and in wife too. We not left no stone unturned. But I'm telling you something. You see, everybody who work with Andrew Holness in a problem, Andrew Holness a throw every blood clot body under the bus. That is why Andrew Holness right when he named Snoopy. Hold on, no matter how far before me go any further. See it here.
Everything is within time. Your truth live within you. And if you want to find God, you have to find God within you. And you possess of good or evil, so always remember, don't yield to the evil force. Yield to the good. You know why if you yield to the good? Good will always prevail over evil. You manifest the activity of the thinking in case you never know. So you create your physical experiences through the way you think and the way you feel. Through emotion or intuition or invocation. Or always remember, anything at all where you send out there in the atmosphere coming right back again. So always have a positive thought, positive thinking. Think about the good. Anything you ask for in life, you will get it. You don't go and like say just stay too long to get to the car. Everything is within time. Your time is your time. My time is my time. Your shine is your shine. Your shine could be my shine. My shine could be your shine. But we are all shining.
The universe never lied to me. The universe never lied to me. So what you are going on? Andrew Holness say, in ambition is to become a politician. And in destiny is to get assassinated by one of his many enemies. And based on what going on right now, because Andrew Holness is all about saving himself. So everybody who get encounter with Andrew Holness and get inveigled in a Andrew Holness corruption, he might fling them under the blood clot bus with Darrell Vaz get one buy for $1. And Andrew Holness are fling everybody under the magic school bus to post the wall. So the DPP said the jury have to send Royal Reed to prison. I mean, no to God say Andrew Holness and Royal Reed thief that money there. Saying, but Royal Reed no have no in can't fight Andrew Holness because Andrew Holness have everything at film disposal. But
ultra vires, meaning outside of her authority in law, or that the criminal trial in the parish court is a nullity. The court said,
oh, it's a mistake. And a Royal Reed them say, it's Noel Maitland. This is not a breaking news. Mama Sophie, you get justice for Donnelly. You get justice for Donnelly. The jury said them to send Noel Maitland to prison. They not no more use film. And they can't inform upon them again because they will say they will prize him in a food in a prison. So they don't need Noel Maitland anymore. So they said they for dash him. But that's not even breaking news because him should have get dashed a long time. The next person we then go look for and dash you see? Are the brethren named Shane Makala with Chantel. The virgin will make in wife people them only get one piece of bone and skull. That boy within in Canada live honeymoon could have a new girl now and raise him pitney them. Shane Makala. We're running from Jamaica. Running from the case. That boy. Him and the next boy now. Then for bring him to custody and question him. And lie detector. And question him pitney them. You understand? So it's not real read. It is the look of dog shit. We kill Donnelly Donaldson. Yeah, then send him to prison. So I don't know why they wait so long either. I don't know. I don't even want to elaborate on this because they now go put out this so we can stop talk about the important things that we need to talk about. Because now we're not important to it. Find them and send him to prison. Send him to blood clot prison and we keep it moving. So when we go through this at this time, if you know, give YouTube or something for go talk about now, we're going to name out to no mama. A long time when we just send him to prison. We depend on Royal Reid case, and we depend on Andrew Warner's case, and we depend on the extradition we go on. And that we are deal with. We don't give a fuck about Noel Milton dead to we. The only thing now Mama Sophia gets some justice for that. And we keep it moving. Because we know Noel Milton guilty for a long time. And they allow him to clean up in the room, but it couldn't work. See? So we are keep it moving. Because we now say, remember, no distraction. If then things say they can put out nothing for distract we. From this we are going to make a sad mistake. Here dirty labor right, here dirty Andrew. Anything we want to come with, we make it just fly through with ease. Because we focus. What you know? We lack pan criminal. We lack pan criminal. No blood clot ease up till we get justice when we lack on pan one criminal. Yeah? So no matter what distraction you don't want to push out. Andrew, it not gonna work. We understand your style. When the Integrity Commission find out say you're a thief, you ball out about bomb shit at your yard. What a blood clot man, mischief making man. What a fucking man, mischief making. The man a thief taxpayer money, you know. And tell lie about bomb attack on yard, you know. What a bumbo clot man, mischief making. Eh? True, the man now want the whole world for attack say the Prime Minister of Jamaica get caught a thief taxpayer money. The man tell lie. Say there's a bomb attack down yard, you know. Eh? You don't want a wicked a pussy and this a man, yeah? Me say because the man want to change the narrative of the breaking news in the island at the time. The pussy old thieving man come out and say bomb attack down yard. And me hear say I don't know bomb attack, you know. Me hear say the wife find out about the account them when she never know about and start look out in Ras. Me hear say over Asafa Power Yard them have to run, go jump fence, run down Asafa Power Yard for rescue. And then through the now and the excitement, then collude together and cry false alarm about bomb attack. You don't want a wicked mischief maker and them are two pussy. And see the thing about it, are the labor right government inputting all of these pipe bomb and what they not inputting this fertilizer will come from Morocco. I them inputting them friends to come build up pipe bomb in our country. The labor right them thief the fertilizer will come from Morocco to give farmer them. I hit them use and build up the upper pipe bomb in our island. That is why they not find pipe bomb all over the island. The blood-clad terrorist gang. We are hide as a political party in our country. Run by be a fucking thief. All Flight Green. Remember a couple of weeks ago I tell you say Flight Green a days are number. See it? Flight Green in a blood-clad thief in mix up. Right now. Flight Green up on the list right now. Tens of millions of dollars and nobody in St. Elizabeth now nothing for sure of it. But me did tell you say Flight Green is next on the list. Me see the pussy will them from a mile away. Tens of millions of dollars Flight Green can give account for. I have labor right come on social media talk. You know want some blood clot cat and nine over on the back. Me say the labor right them come out and still attack me, so you don't want some bumbo clot cat and nine over on the back. You don't want somebody to soon and take on the phone for you. Because you know mischief maker of the blood clot island. You don't know used to do with phone. People will take on the phone for you and lick on up on a blood clot finger make them swell up. That's why you can't use on a finger. You know puppy show up on the island, the labor right them. You know for just go in a blood clot the road and wait till the cement truck and the liquor truck them come and make them run over on a pussy hole. You know so no purpose in the island. You know hear what I say? Andrew for keep on look on Yamins and poison. If I did me like Andrew Holness, I cook a pot of curry goat poison stew phone on a fork with white rice. And just have some back up and standpipe. When you drop down, we just dig out some big hole and bury no blood clotting like the cholera victim them. Yankee we are the youth. No so no purpose for the island. The labor right them no so no purpose. Or Cliff Hughes. Cliff Hughes is a disgrace for the pit of hell. I don't know why somebody can go shit in your mouth. Big ever nasty dirty looking Cliff Hughes. If you have some big ever worthless dog and have some rich people yard back. Eh? What a blood clot drunk on them disgraceful. Look how much money. But true Cliff Hughes worry much tax money in a care. Because they allow Cliff Hughes to worry how much bumbo clot money in a tax. So when time money and mismanagement, he come line onto Cliff Hughes because he get fame free time to operate without paying tax. Then you have so-called George Davis. I come out and talk about PNP vloggers them coordinate. PNP no vloggers in a George Davis. PNP no have no, I don't know no PNP vlogger. So-called George Davis. I don't know one PNP vlogger. I know vlogger in the YouTube space where I deal with truths and right. And because the YouTuber them are deal with truths and right, you know, label them as PNP. Eh? Only is a disgrace on the island. Only is that Mr. Moon don't mind one earthquake come and just pop down on a house pan, a blood clot, make a shovel them have to take out on a house pan. Only no suit no purpose in the island. Only no hear me I say Cliff Hughes, George Davis nationwide. They no suit no purpose on the island. They forget deport off of the blood clot island that I see them for go live. Them a sea creature. What you know hear me I say? Me say they forget deport off of the fucking island. Eh? They for go back where they come from. I'm sure say I see better than they come from. Because the way how me see them operate. Only God can come tell me say they are not part of the sea family. Eh? Look for Cliff Hughes. And look like some big ever worthless sour dog. Eh? Look for Cliff Hughes. Look for Andrew Wallace. And thief so till insipid. Look for Juliet Wallace. To and thief and lie. When you see him in the public, he look like somebody that have no blood clot sense. You know hear me I tell you now? Look for Juliet Wallace in the public and look like some blood clot zombie. Me see him there in India. I don't remember if in there or over him there now. And that one of them coffee cat. But through them shirt and them serve the coffee in the clay mug them. The fucking clown stand up there here now. The man said, these are clay cup here now. What are the benefits of drinking coffee in clay mug? Man said because the place cold, so the clay keep the coffee more warmer. I say something you know have to ask you know. I just seen blood clot just when time Mr. Bean the pan set. Fool you fuck. But when you sit down and I look at blood clot going in a parliament, I go on like him a somebody. And when you see them in the public, them look them full of fuck. I remember the first come to England and Spike Hill and see no, you know. Never see that before. I never see that before. I never see no, I never go outside when snow fall and see nobody outside in a Spike Hill. I never see it. She the first to come do that in England. Not even who born and grow, you never do it. But I saw them come out the come people place with some new type of behavior. So new thing they want to come in a people place with. Eh? But me I say, Real Reed and the entire family. Real Reed and the thiefing family. Can I believe that? The man have been well and the whole of them are thief. None of them are better than none. One whole family are thief. Nobody can say, no man, I can't thief, you know. Come in and get caught. All of them are thief, so. Jesus, what an embarrassing couple, thieving couple. Everybody in a thieving couple. But I see him pattern Andrew and Juliet Owens. Delroy Chuck I worry about Integrity Commission are going to investigate too far. And them have to go show a receipt when he used to work at Chinese. Which Chinese shop Delroy Chuck used to work in Jamaica? Which blood clot in a day when Delroy Chuck a look a boy? Which blood clot Chinese shop in a Jamaica for him work? When Delroy Chuck a look a boy? Which Chinese shop there in a Jamaica for him work, you know? Delroy Chuck as a look a boy. In first job, I work at Chinese. He didn't have to go back at his first job working at Chinese. Delroy Chuck. That is why I say we have to protect the Integrity Commission. And to try to mash it up. And go up on a world stage, go talk and a biggie up. You ever see nobody like this like before? The man a try to discharge the Integrity Commission, you know. But when in the outside, he might talk like he honor the Integrity Commission. And he have any respect for the member and the whole Integrity Commission. And them president, them thing what them deal with. Jesus.
There's a suitable alternative remedy available to the applicants by way of an appeal, and they had failed to demonstrate a basis on which a criminal trial should be stayed. The court said the judge fully complied with the law.
And the next thing, on the international side, the big bad Donald Trump invite Russia to join him in peace thing. The big bad Donald Trump, you know, invite Russia to join in peace thing. I saw me gonna hear a little bit more of that further on in the news.
And that the provisions of the law make it clear that the judge is not confined to the offenses disclosed in the information and may order an accused person be tried on indictment for any other offense which it appears is appropriate. The court also said that it's of the view that there's a suitable alternative remedy available to the Reeds and Pinnock, in other words, an appeal, and the court finds they have not shown that judicial review is a more appropriate way to go than an appeal. So the court has said here that Royal Reed and Fitz-Pinnock never get over the first hurdle. They didn't reach that low threshold that's necessary for them to be granted leave to apply for judicial review. And the court also said this. They said leave will not be granted to apply for judicial review except in the most exceptional circumstances. Exceptional circumstances can only arise where it is clearly demonstrable that the judge of the parish court acted without jurisdiction or in excess of jurisdiction, meaning outside her powers in law. In the absence of a clear demonstration to that effect, because they can't show that, the application for leave to apply for judicial review is hopeless. So they refuse the application for leave to apply for judicial review and to stay the criminal trial. Look, the court is saying, man, get on with it. Get on with the trial, my words. Because the court went on to say it is plain to to see that repeated filings of applications for leave to apply for judicial review, whenever someone is dissatisfied with a decision of the trial judge, the court said this is bad practice. It is obstructing the just disposal of proceedings by judges of the parish courts. It is derailing the proper administration of justice. The court said it expresses its strong.
You see this as same thing a dirty Andrew Holness do with the Integrity Commission. The same thing. So you see it's more unlikely Andrew Holness connected to this case, and Andrew Holness advise them what them to do for kind of hold up this case here. At the same, somebody who advising Andrew Holness with the Integrity Commission case is the same person who advised Railroad. And I think that this advisor, it is nobody other than the Longmouth Warren farmer DPP. I feel say that ugly Longmouth Jankro, the one Isaac beat a Privy Council, that nobody. Isaac Buchanan beating at the Privy Council. We saying work pan tilted jury before, so it's not new to her. I feel say that shitbag advised Andrew Holness in this railroad case, this so-called railroad case, and the SSL case, the DPP. But all of them I get dash under the bus. Believe you, my viewers and subscribers. Anything me say, see if it not go so, it near go so. And when me say it I'll go so, if it not go like how me say it, it go close to how me say it. But when time I come talk, it's spot on. I remember, we just can deal with truths and right. Saying, and me are telling us that the DPP advised Andrew Holness which direction to take in this SSL saga. That is why they fight to bring back the DPP. That is why they fight to bring back the DPP. Because the DPP is the only one Andrew Holness thinks say can save him from going to prison. With the whole, even with the SSL saga, you see the DPP, if she ever get called back to the front of the class, you know. And even if the DPP tell lies that she lose her mind or she sick, then love pull off, then like pull off, then stunt, then you know. So then lose their mind. But if that should have been the case, and the DPP get called to the front of the line, and you hear them put out reports that the DPP is critical, and then she lost her mind and them fuckery, we personally are going to see to that. Then give her the mad injection. If she lose her mind, that means that she is mad. And that means that, you understand, if she is mad, she will get the joke. Saying so, you see, if she lies, she will tell she will get mad for true. And a matter of fact, madman that prison, me yesterday have madman cell at prison. So even if the DPP lose fear mind, there's a space in a cell fear said way, because they must have madman at prison too. Because if they have madman, they must have madman there. So there's no blood clot option. They must forget prison too. And I know the DPP corrupt. And the Privy Council find her corrupt. Just imagine the DPP did that work for send Andrew Holness to prison like how him did that work for send Vibes Cartel to prison. Just imagine we have one DPP like that when a corrupt. We are dealing with the thing by the book. So when a case like for Andrew Holness come up, she quick to deal with it because she not expect the Prime Minister to in a fuckery. But we have one DPP like that. Jamaica are nice. If the justice system is set like that, Jamaica could have the final court. You understand? If we did have the justice system, see one case come about the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister beg for go private, and they say, no, you're the Prime Minister, we don't think you should go private, and make the thing public, and the press can go in us. And if we did have a system like that in Jamaica, then we could have talked about a final court in Jamaica. But Jamaica, not the panel level, they no time for now. Because the people, them are idiot on the island. And the politicians, them all for themselves. And the people, them fool. So, it'll take a while. And the only thing can make, I think, say, sometime, when people get real ill, Them have a little thing one time, them look like them are go dead. Them have a little thing where them rub together and kind of shock them for come back to life. So it come like something different of happening in Jamaica to shock the people them. For them come out of this state of sleep where the labor right come put upon them from back in a Bustamante time. Because they do something, in the island, The labor right them do some from a witchcraft in the island, So something have to happen to kind of wake up the people them out of whatever the labor right them place upon the people them in the country. Because when time Babs Green them come out and have this big table, or then set this big ever table, and then I talk about them I go support church. We're not supposed to allow this fuckery to take place in our country, We don't elect these people and then come and just do what they feel like doing, But come like we're sick in our head or something. Why am I tell them, man? We can't just come together. We can't just come together for Jamaica. I'm not choose Jamaica, but you don't do nothing for Jamaica. The labourers then choose Jamaica, but they don't do nothing for benefit Jamaica. Then come up, but the man develop Jamaica, and then life stay the same way. The man develop and then live in a rent house. Say man develop Jamaica and then go to hospital, then a floor them have to go lie down pan. Then want the operation, them have to go rent drill. Then want certain things them have to go, and them say the man do something. So these people are not sick, man. They see the man sell out the island. Because the man sell out the island to AJ Banker, The man sell out the island to AJ Banker, the Royal Bank president, when they come to Jamaica. And him sell the island to, in turn over all affairs. So him just did it as a puppet. So when I go see him do some things, when I go wonder, so how the Prime Minister do this? And him do it. And when they pretend like him do it. But I him call the shots again. Because you have to understand about the one world government, Most of the country them, the Prime Minister them, what them are going to have in the country, I go there so till them are going to tell lies, say, them are extradite them for corruption, but really and truly, no for them are get a different life. For work for them. For make for them dream come true. So no, them are tell lies, say, watch this. Them are going to extradite this and extradite that. But it's all a show. It's only if you take out the Prime Minister or the President out of the country because them know so the people them of the country will kill them. So then take them out on a style. And then what you think is going to happen? Them will claim say the country unstable, don't have any government. So the one world government will come in place through the digital system where the wicked Prime Minister them already put in place. The digital system where the Prime Minister them put in place and then take them out of the country and a style say them are extradite them. So when time them say the country is unstable and no government, they might say, well, there's a solution. We have the digital system, so the country can still function through the digital system. So when you see Elon Musk coming to the country, come flood the place with Skylink and the satellite and some all over Jamaica, it is not for uno thing, for no internet use for uno. It's we have a surveillance system connect to uno. So when the one world government and the one world currency and the digital system, this satellite now to make the digital system can work. Hey, I want to hold up a show. I want to show go on and look on this. Look on this. What do you think about that? Let me carry it up some more. So I can carry it up some more. Yeah, what do you think about that? And I said that. It's like a movie. Tell me who started the show. It's like a movie. The one world, the 2030 agenda, The 2030 agenda. So the government, them in the Caribbean and in Africa, I put in the mark of the beast system in the country, then them all get a bailout in the form of extradition for corruption. But because they do the job for the beast, because the beast want the beast system for up and active, you know. So these prime minister, so-called prime minister, they are not our friend. But through politics, then talk like we are not our friend, but they are not our friend. And we have to overstand and see them for who them be. And know see them our greatest enemy, politician. We have to see them in that light. In this time, yeah. Because Andrew said nobody coming to save you. And I better believe it. There is nobody coming to save you. So the time when I sit down and talk, say, Donald Trump for going to take out Andrew out in bed 3 o'clock in the morning. Why everybody at Jamaica not come together and do that? Why everybody in Jamaica not come together and do that since they feel away there? But if we don't follow the principle of the ants, the world will go back in a slavery under this digital system. And so this time around, it will go more evil. It will go more evil. Because what them are doing, you know, them are pay the agriculture minister and the different Caribbean to kill out local farming. The government get paid to kill out local farming. When they kill out local farming and poison the soil now, when you no plant and local catch crop, it can't grow because the soil become barren. So we have to start planting things in a plastic. And then everything will get control. If you don't say, hey, you see one of the greatest things, you see if the people them could have see Christianity for what it really be, as in like and for them perspective, not the perspective of them put to you. For them perspective, they must see something different, you know. Let's see. I'm saying I can find something for now. And question everything right there. Right there. And question everything. Look upon this thing now. Look upon this thing now. Let's take a look upon this thing now. You see, these people who get trapped in the religion system or religion belief, these are the information I get. So the Bible and Christianity used as a tool for the colonizer them. As a tool. See there. Just imagine them never indoctrinate the world with Christianity and this religion system where them bring down upon the land. How no think on a life would have stayed to the day if we never get introduced to Christianity and the teaching of the book where the colonizer put together and say it was for penetrate, it was for program. Remember, you know, the only thing we did allow for reading now the Bible, you know. When time them come and keep up them fuckery. And the only thing they allow for read, you know. Remember, say, one time they might give English, you know, through the Bible, you know. They might introduce the English, you know, through the Bible, you know. Eh? And through the Bible, them give it English, you know. Saying, so this then use the Bible and colonize the brain. And make we class with eyes and close with hands and class with eye. Shut with eye and take our land and take our beer fuckery. And go on with beer fuckery and then say our type of practice, what would it believe in a pagan business, saying, and if Christianity are for them, it could never be free. The Christianity, it could never be free. And the only thing we see pastor them are do right now, in spite of everything we are going, and still money me see pastor them are defend. In spite of everything we are going, and still money me see the pastor them are defend. So tell me, I say, me can't understand this thing. Because how can the pastor them run down want money where the demon them want to put in a digital system? And you know come now with the pastor them not worry about this. You understand? The pastor them not worry about this, you know. Remember, the money always controlled by the government. And the churches them don't have a problem with that. Then still have to let it throw seed and tithes and offering and this and that. So that is why this church system, it's so it will end, it's soon end. A lot of people are gonna walk away from this church belief. A lot of people are gonna walk away from this church belief because it will come to the understanding say them been tricked. If you look for something outside of them, we're already inside of them. They've been tricked. They might come to the realization and say, but wait, this don't make no sense. Because when I look into it, it really don't make no sense because when I check this bridge now, then give saying Jesus. And we know everybody who is a Christian or a believer of Christ, every time they close their eyes and clasp their hands and I pray, is the white image Jesus coming at their consciousness. Even though for these pastors we say them a prophet, when time they shut their eye and I pray at the white image in their consciousness till right now. And if them say God make man in a him own image, if them say God make man in a him own image, that means that Jesus will then introduce the African people to could never be found of Jesus. You understand? Because we and that Jesus don't look alike. And if he make we in a him, you understand? So it'll be a confusion. So if the people them did not look past Christianity, then go through it and say, all right, I see this, I'm going to look past something else. If them look past Christianity and have a different frame mind, because there is no such thing as Christianity. What I'm sure about is spirituality. But Christianity and religion, I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure about spirituality. Everybody not up on the live right now must sure about spirituality. But religion, a man come up with that. But spirituality is an inborn thing. But and nobody give it to you, and nobody can take it from you. It is an inborn thing. And that everybody have in common. Then spirituality. Religion a waste of time. Going to church a waste of time. All of this is a waste of time. It never worked for the hundreds of years before now. It not gonna work now. It's so in a way, but of the truth. And it go hard for a lot of people leg off of this thing and start looking at themselves, do some self-check, look within. It go hard. That is why them say Satan did say it go hard for the people them turn away from him. And when you check it out, it really hard for people turn away from church. It's really, really hard for people to turn away from church. And the church believe. It's really hard. And if you just check the ratio, the church and the Christian society with the church, Jamaica, Africa, and the Caribbean, them full up a church. And I don't think that the church, where they in Jamaica, help the island or help the people them. So the church, only one thing from the church you must take and leave. Saying, I would say, are the discipline, the self-discipline. Not go about how them deal with this Jesus thing, but the self-discipline where you have for yourself. And that self-discipline now are going to make you can connect with the inner self. Because to connect with the inner self, you need self-discipline. But you know, I not talk up on this knee business and did I pray for a man until night and sweat. Then I say go throw seed and throw time. I not talk that. But the self-discipline. I not talk the local Buguyaga church. You know, you have some church people who attend the church community, they have discipline. So because you have all different type of people go to church. But you really have some people that will have discipline. So that are the only thing you have to take out of that. And go work on yourself. Discipline. When you have self-discipline now, you can get to connect with the inner self, with the God who live in you, or with the God consciousness where you have a care. To connect with the God consciousness, you have to have discipline, self-discipline. Saying, I'm born religion, I'm born Christianity. Spirituality I deal with. Because spirituality, our ancestors before we deal with spirituality, not no religion, no close higher class and go upon on and shit and them fuck credit. No, spirituality. The Christianity come to it from this side of the world. From this side of the world, Christianity create, you know. From this side of the world. And just like how now when they're up on the island in Jamaica, and you see some little white boy I walk around the community, but them a missionary. I see him, so they used to do it, you know, back in the days, you know. You see him look a white bridge and you see I walk around in Jamaica, so them a missionary, them a telling about Christ. And then bring a destruction come on the island. The Christ that they introduce it to, it look like them. You never find it funny yet. You don't know these little people, them all walk around in the community. Say them come, them a missionary. And them are telling them about Christ. Yeah. And them play these group, you know, play an important role in the colonization thing too, you know. Because when you see them in Africa, looking at the Caribbean, when you see them in the Caribbean, and then down in Africa, I walk around and tell about Christ. Why them are coming to our place to come tell you about Christ? If Christ give a message, you can't give it. Why them are take it up and feed themselves? Some look a young boy left out of their country, take up upon themselves, walk up and down all about in Jamaica. I tell them about Christ. So never find it strange yet. If them come from a country, you know, we believe in a batty beast, we believe in them come from a beast country. We believe in everything that is bad. These people are left from that country, are coming in our country, all in every local creases and corner. I walk up and down and tell them about Christ. And we never find it strange yet. I think we need someone who need to look into and say what this thing is all about. Because remember, when they went to America, they do want two gay men to come in at the embassy, Jamaica and look out against, and it did bring a vibe. So how can these country promote so much batty fucking and all about batty fucking, but then still have some little bridge and walk around in our village I tell you about Christ? I don't think that them need to walk around in America and tell American citizens about Christ. Because remember, you know, you have more prostitutes, you have more gays, you have more, everything that is bad upon America style of walk one down. So one time these missionaries now leave America and scatter all over the world and walk up and down and tell people about Christ. Only not find it strange. Well, me find it strange. So these are some of the things that I sit down and I want to go quiet time and observe. I say, but wait. So shall it be in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Then I see him, so these people used to walk around back in our days and I try to indoctrinate our ancestors them about them Christ. Then Jesus. And who is Jesus? I look a white virgin. When me I look a youth, every blood clot Christmas, everybody house have one calendar with this white Jesus spanning hang up on wall. A lie me I tell? Everybody yard have a picture frame with this white Jesus with this sitting over her head. Like the sun and rays over her head. Just like this thing over the Statue of Liberty head in America. Eh? You never find it strange. Every Christmas, every Easter, every time. When you look, like one time my grandmother goes to the market, she makes sure she have to come home with a calendar with Jesus spanning. And when I want it done, I want next one. When I want it done, I want next one. Put up in our sitting room. Then print it and flood the island with it. That is colonized. Then colonize the brain, colonize the mind. For one time, when no class on the hands and close on the eye, and I go pray, that the image come up in our consciousness. That is a form of colonizing. Jesus. These people do every single thing for trap way. Every single thing they do for trap way. And because of the money demon, a lot of people know and still play along with it because they want to be somebody in the matrix. They want to be somebody so bad in the matrix, they know the truth and still go do the wrong. Alright. I may have a look at small commercial break before I make a hear away. Putin, I say, I'm going to look for it. One time, the DPP here say Canada I go give her 1.5 million US to promote LGBTQ. And so the DPP go on.
Bobsy Grange here that Canada is giving her $1.5 million to promote LGBT.
When Bobsy Grange get the call, she'll get 1.5 million to promote LGBTQ in a school. See ya?
When Bobsy Grange hear that Canada is giving her $1.5 million to promote LGBTQ in school.
When Bobsy Grange hear about the money to promote LGBTQ, Bobsy Grange have to start dance. Anyway. Listen to this.
Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate it.
Then they're going to find the news.
One day the same shall never cease to happen. But this time around, it is in the United States of America. The king of the world and the savior of the world, Vladimir Putin, has proven to the world that he is truly the king of the world. According to Bloomberg, the United States of American President Donald Trump has invited the King Putin to join U.S. Board of Peace. Board of Peace. I told you at the mention of the name, even Trump himself must bow.
Fred, big up yourself.
This is amazing.
Jaja son, Jaja
People
lad.
disrespected. We don't know why all of a sudden things are turning around. We need the king to be part of U.S. Board of Peace. This is amazing. I told you, we the latest community, we don't support losers. Wherever we belong to, that should tell you that.
So, The people them were dead on the boat in the Caribbean water, them a casualty. It never need to happen. It never need to happen. If Donald Trump can think about this, harder for them so-called drugs boat on the Caribbean water, it never did necessary. So who are going to hold accountable for the crime or commit in the Caribbean water? Who is going to hold accountable for that? Because if Donald Trump cannot think about to invite Putin to join them board of peace, it could have happened for a long time. Them never have to attack Venezuela. Them could have go through dialogue, diplomatic dialogue. So this don't make no sense to me. So we are going to watch how the movie are going to play now. But if only in America, this is a thing we are come up in the search engine now. Every time you go search, you say leave America now. Why that Google or whosoever? Why is that so? One of those send a signal to the is either cause in order for the new world order and this old world for destroy, you know. So it's either them know something that we don't know, because a lot of people are complaining. So when them go for search, them are the first thing they see pop up, leave America now. Leave America now. That are the in thing I hear about. So I don't know if it's a Rasta, but something fishy.
There is power there. And there is nobody in this world that is as powerful, as strong, like the king, Vladimir Putin. Or
Hold on. What you say? I hear a king. Just a Putin a fair king, you know. I'm going for something down there, sir. Where am they? Like this.
По дипломатическим каналам.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has been invited to join the Peace Council that will oversee the Gaza Strip ceasefire agreement, according to a statement from the Kremlin. The Kremlin confirmed that the invitation has been received and said it is now reviewing the proposal, noting that we are examining the details of the offer. Officials did not provide further clarification on the conditions of participation or the timeline for a possible decision, but said discussions are ongoing.
Действительно, президент Путин также получил по дипломатическим каналам приглашение войти в этот состав Совета мира. В настоящий момент мы изучаем все детали этого предложения, в том числе надеемся на контакты с американской стороной с тем, чтобы прояснить все нюансы.
The development comes as US President Donald Trump officially outlined the architecture of what he is calling the Board of Peace, a new body intended to oversee the implementation of a ceasefire and post-war arrangements in Gaza. In a statement published by the White House on Saturday, the administration detailed a three-tiered power structure, placing a US-led Board of Peace at the top of the new governing framework. The statement says,
a US-led Board of Peace. It is not safe for the world, in my own views, because when we get to understand about the United States, them like go off, go do them own thing, fuck up some things, and then them turn back around now, want to create peace. After them fuck up situation, them want to grow now and a style and about them a create peace. That's what I notice about America. Grow on and create, be a fuckery. Then come back out, but they want to do things different and create peace. So then go around and kill one whole heap of people. Then come back now and but they want peace. And the other country, them join with them. Yo. Jamaica will come out of this blood clot democratic system and with them design. And all of us go back to Jamaica because live off a blood clot island. and live like our great grandpeople did live. And nice. One time, night time, we go sit down at a blood clot moonshine with Peony Wally in a backer and talk Anansi story and then we go to bed. And rise in the morning, go eat orange and eat apple and eat mango and raspberry and just live. Go catch fish. You understand? And just live. Because this, you see, this so-called slavery where them tell you about, when they try to program your brain for things that take place, it never blood clot happen. It never happen. Because if them are clocks about them carry slave from Africa come to America, that is a lie. They don't more if you carry slave from America go Africa. Because America, as we know, America, the Americans, how we first did live over there? Remember these other people come over there, the European them, you know, like Donald Trump, and then other people look like Donald Trump. There's not from the land. There's not from the land, you know. So when you check it out, Donald Trump, him are the blood clot refugees and film crew them, you know, pan the land, you know. A native land, you know. A native land, a native member, you know. We is of this realm. It's how we here look like for the tree. Just look, you know. Look how we here grow look like for the tree. We on the earth are one. That is why we have every features of the earth. That is why we have the features of the earth. So we on the earth is one. Saying? That's how we here. When it grow look like tree, the leaf on the tree. Yeah, before we place this. So these invaders, after we take in them back in America, I feed them, cause it's a better life. Them are looking, you know, after them come out of the cave, and them are cannibal and them introduce me to eating meat, you know. These cannibalism people come out of the cave. And we show them love. And he reached to one part in America where he's a judge, so we have to stack up food. So we stack up our food in one local village now. These different type of people, we used to feed them, you know. But we tell them, so watch this. The food that gets scarce, you know, so what we have are just for feed we tribe. They know said these different type of people begs and come back and capture the general daughter, which was 12. And bring her come to England. You don't know the story. Bring her come to England, 12-year-old, and write a false narrative. Then I'll be like a cartoon about it. Then they have a cartoon about it. Yeah, man. In name like Paranda or something like that, some period. But the Native American them, when time these other people come on the island, I will deal with them good. Then take with kindness and weakness and try to change our history. Try to change our history, you know. Try to change our history pan way. Put it in the curriculum, employ people for teach we, brainwash we through the school system. We don't lie when never take place. We don't lie when never blood clot take place. We don't lie when never take place. And we always go on these platforms. Even this one I'm ready for now, this type of platform. I look for answer. But you have to know that these platforms created and run by the devil. Who collude together and tell this lie. So these platforms designed to continue to tell a lie for them. You will get one and two things where you have to go put together to figure it out, but everything we use, our enemy provide and give it for use. So we now get no answer through for them platform or for them devices or for them gadget. So what we have to do? We have to start look within. I remember say, and we are the teacher everything. Then learn from we. But they have enough things then though. To keep we in this state of mind, or this mind frame. A lot of stuff then though. To keep in this mind frame. But we are gonna rise up back, you know. We're gonna rise up back. Because without we their life ending, their lifespan short, you know. Without we, their lifespan done for. So we will gonna rise back because Babylon time done, you know. So only just understand the prophecy, man. Babylon time done. And you can't remember them can't change prophecy, you know. Them can't change prophecy. So which part of which role of prophecy uno play? Uno have to try now which part of the prophecy, which role uno play in a prophecy, you know.
Statement says the board will form the highest authority overseeing political, security and reconstruction arrangements in the territory. According to the White House, the board is expected to fulfill Trump's 20 point.
If you ever know what is nanoparticle, I'm going to say write something about the 5G tower. Saying, it's the nanoparticle. The nanoparticle. A lot of people, I think people forgot to do some deep dive. And what is nanoparticle? I think people need to do some deep dive on this nanoparticle. And say how easy the devil a plan to merge human with machine. Which part of prophecy you play? Yeah, man. Which part of prophecy you play?
Plan for Gaza, which serves as the guiding document for the proposed governance system. The administration says the board will be responsible for directing and supervising key decisions related to the ceasefire agreement and the broader post.
And our knowledge, the outside, we just forget. We just forget because we get distracted with so much things we should have never get distracted with. A distraction, we forget who we be, you know. Distraction, we forget who we be. And because 99.9% of the melanated being want to be somebody else. Not until the gods and goddess really want to be themselves. When time you see the woman them, the African princess them, and African queen them, when time you see them take a false hair for their head, and you know the change is near. When time you see the black daughter them, the African daughter them, the mother creation them, when you see them now use no false hair upon their head again, then you know say the change is near. And then you see the girl, the African girl them, start embrace themselves and dash away the false hair. Where these people with the hair company curse these false hair. Most of these false hair have crosses, have bad luck, all type of things. Then they having these false hair for hold on the African daughter them. You have a spell where the African daughter them are aware of over them mole. You see a mole. You see the spell in these falls here. When you go buy how much money you pay for them, that's one of the things that hold on the African daughter them. Yeah, the falls here. But then put the curse in her. You see, a lot of African daughter, you know, without the falls here, they think they're not beautiful. When they see them can accept themselves without wearing false hair, embrace their true self without the false hair, and love it, then we say, yeah, we're on the right track. The man them are going to automatically change. The man them are going to automatically change. And then the woman them start embrace back themselves and stop things so they don't look good without false hair. When you see the woman them feel proud for rock their natural hair and be themselves and not fear hide, because they embrace themselves and love themselves. What a blood clot change it a go be. What a change it a go be. You don't want to say that change, eh? It's going to be a marvelous change, you know. When African mothers them, African daughter them, the goddess, and Mother Gaia, start embrace back themselves. Jesus, peace. The hairdresser them have to go find another job, because you're not going to need no hairdresser again. Because everybody embrace themselves. The barber not go there around again. The hairdresser we put on the false hair them not go there around again. There's no need for that. So the thing will go balance. That's how we pray the thing, you know. That's how we pray the thing, you know. And fight back against this demonic system. Or these demons where these guys has help and in doctrine. And we don't need them for giving them food, because we teach them how to farm. We teach them everything. I forget. Remember, we can build up the whole of Europe railway system. And we introduce them to train on these things. And we taught them something some people say where I get my information from. Let me tell you this, my friend. The railway system in Europe and England. How we build it? How we design it? How we build it? You see, if you dig deep enough, you know say the blueprint for the railway system in Europe come from Jamaica. Do some deep dive. And I have to be careful of the information, because they want to tie Spain and these other people would go invade power history. No. The railway system will revolutionize Europe and England come from Jamaica. Jamaica. The Republic of Jamaica. Otherwise Tanzania. Yeah. The blueprint for the railway system. If you ever go do some deep dive in the local island, Jamaica, you know go see say train line run everywhere in Jamaica. And then in them people, the history, then we tell them say some different people that do this business. Because if remember, you know, them have to hide everything, them have to try wash out everything but we, you know, in order to function, you know. Just imagine the people them on the island of Jamaica ever hear on news like this say Jamaica railway system did exist before UK railway system, and Jamaica, early Jamaica people them did have train or something around up and down at the island. They were far more advanced with electricity and all of these things. Some people now believe these things. They might say, where them information are come from? But everybody have the same information. But some people choose not to tap into these information, because you're not going to go to the library and see it, you know. Don't expect you to go to the library and see it kind of dead. You know, the library. So we're not going to go to the library and see it. See? But we're moving on now. You remember 119 have a vending machine where I go on with them local self, I go on some business, but then I run in Panama and lock it down, man. Hear this. See if I this.
Catherine Public Health Department is
Yeah.
investigating the closure of Zoob's food vending machine in Spanish Town. TVJ News understands that the facility was forced to halt operations by the police less than a week after it began operating. The vending machine was offering fast food items from select brands, including KFC and Popeyes Jamaica.
January 9, 2026, exactly 1 week ago, the day TVJ News first visited Soup's vending machine in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Instead of pushing out snacks, this one dispenses fast food. A welcome for customers who oftentimes have to endure long lines at the restaurants.
You look interested and more have to see if it real, and I purchase it. A 2-piece with drinks, cold drinks, and the meal is hot and tastes nice. No, it's a very good thing. Sometimes you go down at the place them to buy food and it's full.
Based on what the elder say, I'm not fight against 119 business, you know. But based on the mindset of this elder, if it show you say Jamaica willingly we take the mark of the beast. This old man has said the vending machine, him like it, and this and that. As an elder, you should afraid of this type of system. But he's saying, I not like me a fight, but just a show on a point. I not fight against the G something. But for an elder like him now, him should have skeptic of this type of system. But the elder them, most of them have a brain like a baby. Them is not aware of at the time we are living at either. Most of the elder them, and you see, because everything what them are deal with it through the educational system. You need education in order to re-educate yourself in a sense, because the Jamaican people, they send themselves to prison and don't know. Because they don't aware a lot of stuff. And it is very bad. When I'm in England, I'm reason with some old people. Because I have a lot of old people friends. I have most of old people friends in England, in real life. Most of my friends are be old people them. I say I don't want to link with no Jamaican, and I don't want to link with no young people. So everybody want to link with the old people. I like link with old people because I like their history. So all of my friends in England are old people. And I feel comfortable hanging out with old people. I don't want to hang out with no young people. I don't hang out with no Jamaican. I understand the old people I like to hang with. And most of my old people bridging them. When I not work, I'm a day off. I'm going to take a walk, go down one of the half license. And you know, more thing I walk at the half license for just kind of hold a little chit chat. And in time I go there, I mean, be old people reason. And the way how these old people intelligent. The way how these old people intelligent. More time I come in and tell my wife, say, yo, just imagine the Jamaican old people, them the intelligent like these people. Jamaica would have safe because then I look out for the younger people them more. For my reason with my old Virgin friend them, all man them intelligent. Yo, God, sometimes I wish if the old people them at Jamaica did so intellect. Jamaica are better off, you know. Because no politician could not come and talk about buy vote again. They may say it wouldn't exist in Jamaica, you know. Jamaica have a whole heap of problem, you know. Whole heap of problem. Just look on the type of content to come out of Jamaica from the people them, even know their mindset. Just look on the Jamaican people them who in the social media space. Look on the type of content that them put out and the type of content through the headspace. And then you see that we really have problem, real big problem, because the type of content display the headspace, you know. Just look the type of content that come out of Jamaica from the people them. We're in a problem.
But that convenience may be short-lived, as owner Milton Ray says he's now being pushed out of business.
Well, I was visited by a group of police personnel. They came from the Constant Spring operations unit, and they came here apparently on a fishing expedition. They didn't seem to know exactly what they came about. I kept asking what they're investigating.
He said the matter quickly escalated.
They told me to cease operation, tell me that they're going to seize my equipment. They had no legal grounds on which to do that. They talked about food handlers.
Under the Public Health Food Handling Regulations 26(1), and I quote, no person including an operator shall be employed or assist in a food handling establishment unless he is the holder of a food handler's permit, end quote. Mr. Ray insists food safety requirements were not ignored.
The person who is responsible for loading the machine was in fact in train with her food handlers. I pointed out to the policemen that the health department does in fact allow persons to work with the receipt pending the granting of the actual food handler's permit.
But this type of matter is not a police matter, you know. This matter is not a police matter. A health inspector matter. But Andrew only have the police, them do everything. Like, you see, this Jamaica, the system and the Andrew government is just a big waste of time in our real life. And the system is a big waste of time. I don't want to live another system. I don't want to live Andrew rule over me. Can't work in a film system because I like get fresh air for grow. You understand? I like growth. I like fresh air for grow. And the Andrew government, okay, I'm going to grow. I'm going to block the sunshine. I'm going to block the sunshine. What am I tell you? Actually, look more here, man. Sometimes I think I have enough. Sometimes I should even know. Like I have enough of the hope of talking. Like action I deal with, and I have too much talking here, man. Action I deal with. We talk for so long. The two of talking, now it help, you know. But you only can talk to a certain extent. Then after you don't talk to a certain extent, it's time for action. I honestly believe it's action time now. We are talking for 5 years, we are talking about corruption. It's time for we do something now, before something do it. Anyway, big up on yourself, big up on everybody who come join and will have vibe with me. As me I say, I get fed up at the talking. Action I deal with now.
Everything is within time. Your truth live within you. And if you want to find God, you have to find God within you. And you possess of good and evil, so always remember, don't yield to the evil force. Yield to the good. You know why if you yield to the good? Good will always prevail over evil. You manifest the activity of the thinking in case you never know. So you create your physical experiences through the way you think and the way you feel. Through emotion or intuition or invocation. And always remember, anything at all where you send out there in the atmosphere, it's coming right back at you. So always have a positive thought, positive thinking. Think about the good. Anything where you ask for in life, you will get it. You don't go and like say just stay too long to get to the car. Everything is within time. Your time is your time. My time is my time. Your shine is your shine. Your shine could be my shine. My shine could be your shine. But we are all shining star.
The petition now work. Petition now work. Them is something that we pass petition stage long time. We pass petition stage long time. Petition is just similar to talking. Action may I deal with. Action, real action. Petition no similar, just similar like we come out and talk every night. But we not talk like petition, I talk about real action. Who forget beating